Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina for those of you who are new here, and to all my oldies but goodies, welcome back. So as you can tell by the title, today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new Too Faced Born This Way matte 24-hour oil-free, oil control and waterproof transfer resistant foundation. So let's get into some information on the foundation. So this was recently launched. I'm going to be looking down for a little bit at my computer to give you guys some information. So the foundation retails for $40. There are a total of 35 shades on Sephora's website. The foundation has the standard 1 fluid ounce. It says it is a life-proof foundation that controls oils and keeps you looking flawless for up to 24 hours. Now, I'm not going to test the foundation for 24 hours because I never wear foundation for that long. I don't think that's good for anyone's skin, so I would never recommend that. It's a matte finish. It says the coverage is medium. It's supposed to be good for skin types all across, normal, dry, combination, and oily. Some highlight ingredients that's in here is coconut water. That's supposed to aid in delicately replenishing skin's moisture levels. Also has alpine rose, which empowers skin health and resilience, and hyaluronic acid, which gives a smoother, more youthful appearance. So it's supposed to be, from what I'm seeing, it's supposed to be like a matte foundation, but not supposed to dry your skin out, because hyaluronic acid and coconut water are very good at giving the skin moisture. I'm not so familiar with alpine rose, but the other two ingredients are key to giving your skin a moisturized, plump, younger, fresher looking skin, if that makes sense. I'll put a little bit more information on the screen so you guys can go ahead and check that out. So I picked up the shade Brulee. Now I also have the Born This Way, the regular Born This Way, and I have the shade Butter Pecan, or Butter Pecan, however you want to say it. Now, Butter Pecan was always a little bit too warm for me. It kind of made me look a little Oompa Loompa-ish, a little bit orangey. So I decided to go with Brulee. Mocha was too red, so that was just not going to work. It looked terrible. So as you can see, they look very similar. This one, Butter Pecan, is a little bit darker than Brulee. I'm going to do a swatch of both of them for you so you could just see them side by side so you can have a better visual. So this first one that I'm swatching is Butter Pecan. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with Brulee. As you can see, this one is Butter Pecan, this one is Brulee. They kind of look a little different now that I'm side by side. This one looks like it's pulling a more neutral, and this one looks like it might be very warm looking. I tried both of them, and I just like the way Brulee blended on me, or looked on me, a lot better than Butter Pecan. It just, once it dried down, it just didn't look the best. Go ahead and do a little swatch of both of them on my face so you could just see a little bit better, in case you guys are stuck in between which shades you want to use. So this one I'm going in with is Butter Pecan. Okay, so this is Butter Pecan right here, and I'm gonna go in a little heavy with it so you guys can see. Then I'll come in a little closer so you can see the color better. Now I'm gonna do Brulee. As I'm swatching both of them, the original Born This Way definitely seemed like thicker and more fuller coverage than the new Born This Way. So as you guys can see right there, I don't know if you could tell, I don't know, you guys can let me know what you think. Now, I'm not like on camera, this one is looking like it's pulling a lot more red than Butter Pecan. It's so weird because I kid you guys not, Butter Pecan was very orange on me. I even used it recently and I was like, no, this is not cute. And I tried a little bit of Brulee and it looked much better than Butter Pecan. So I didn't like wear it. I just tested it a little bit next to each other on my forehead to see, and on the back of my hand. Now that I think about it, I probably should have stuck with Butter Pecan, but that's okay. We're gonna work with Brulee and we're gonna do that. So let me just go ahead and clean this up and let's just get started. As usual, I'm gonna be using a brush on one side of my face and a sponge on the other side. So let's get started. I'm gonna just start with one pump. This is definitely very lightweight. Yeah. And this is so weird how it's looking red. I'm so confused right now. It's not even funny because yesterday it did look red yesterday, but it looked better than Butter Pecan, and now they're both golden undertone, and now it's looking red, but that's okay because one just looked red and the other one looks orange. So I blended out really nicely. It looks really natural. This is definitely like light, I want to say light, slightly medium coverage, because I don't know if you guys could tell, but I have some spots here and I could see them like poking all the way out. Coverage looks really nice and very lightweight. This is not full coverage. Like if you're looking for full coverage just from applying this first layer, I would highly suggest you go in with the first one, the regular Born This Way, if you want straight up full coverage. I'm going to apply a little bit more just to see if I can get some more coverage on these areas right here. So even with a second layer, it's still not covering like completely the spot. So it didn't claim to be full coverage at all. It did claim to be medium. So I will give it that it's a solid medium coverage, because this was right here was basically 2 layers. And I can still see the discoloration from my leftover spots from my little pimple situation. Peeking through. So blended out really nicely. I love the way it makes the skin look. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move on to the other side, and I would say it's not a super matte. It's very comfortable matte right now. It's like a soft matte finish. So I'm just adding some more foundation as well to my forehead right here, where I also have some spots because it's not covering spots that well. Yeah, just adding a little bit more. Very lightweight. I turned my ring light off so you guys can see it's red. All right, red, but it's definitely too red. I probably should have stuck with a Butter Pecan, but that made me look orange. I think with this foundation I probably would need to mix a neutral and a warm shade to get my perfect shade, because this is not it. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face. I'm gonna conceal, highlight, all this stuff to make it look more put together. However, I love the way my face feels. It feels like there's absolutely nothing on there. It looks really nice and super natural, apart from the fact that I look very sunburned, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and speed through this part. I will link every product that I use in the description box. So if you want to know of any product, make sure you check the description box. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I think the skin looks very, very good. The only complaint I have so far, and it's not really a huge complaint, it's just a shade that I chose. It's a little red, but that's okay. That's okay. So far so good. It's currently 10 a.m. so I will be checking in with you guys in a couple of hours. Currently 12:35, so it's been 2.5 hours since I applied the foundation. So my skin, as you can tell, my skin still looks pretty good. I'm not as matte as I was when I applied the foundation, but I'm not like super oily. The foundation is wearing really well. It feels so comfortable. I feel like there's absolutely nothing on my skin. There's no separation, no caking up, no nothing. And even though it's a matte foundation, it didn't cling to any areas on my face, which is really, really good. I am loving the way my skin is looking. I don't want to get too excited just yet, but so far it's looking really beautiful. So I will see you guys at the end of the night with my overall thoughts on the foundation. So it's currently 3:40 p.m. so it's been almost 6 hours since I applied the foundation. And my final thoughts are, I love the foundation. I know I look, oily, but I do have oily combination skin. My T-zone tends to get oily no matter what I do. Sometimes it's oilier than other times. Today was pretty hot. We're having a heat wave this week. It's been like the high 90s. I think the foundation held up really well with it being so warm today. Not as oily in person. I'm always gonna seem oilier on camera because I have a ring light on, so the light is shining on my oily skin and it makes it look even oilier. But I have no complaints apart from the fact that the two shades that matches me the closest, Brulee and Butter Pecan, they both claim to be rich tan with warm or golden undertones. So they say the same exact thing as far as the color goes, if that makes sense. One pulls more orange on me and the other one pulls more red. I love the foundation. It feels so lightweight. It feels like there's absolutely nothing on my skin. It wore really well. This foundation is really, really beautiful. It wears well. I love everything about it except for what I mentioned earlier. I hope this helped you guys if you're trying to figure out if you're Brulee or Butter Pecan, if you're more yellow undertone or golden and you're close to my skin tone. I'll leave in the description box as well my shades for other foundations, just so you guys can use them as a reference. If you are not a subscriber, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.